Song Yadong takes on Umar Numargomedov in his home state, Shanghai, China, in the main event this weekend. They're going 5 rounds, and I think the winner, honestly, is real ripe for a title shot, and I do think that Song Yadong could very well get it done. Umar Numargomedov has been dropped multiple times throughout his UFC career. His boxing is sketchy, his gas tank is extremely suspect, his chin is even more suspect. He has a great kicking game, and I think that he could use his kicking game well, and he could use it to his advantage in this fight against Song Yadong, especially because Song Yadong is a shorter, stockier guy looking for those big looping shots. So I could definitely see Umar keeping him at kicking range, getting his takedowns when he needs them, and winning a decision. But I am going to be picking Song Yadong to KO Umar Numargomedov this Saturday. I think that Song Yadong knocks him out. Song Yadong has serious power, although maybe a little bit of overrated power, because who's he really knocking out? But Song Yadong does have some very good power. Recently knocked out Ricky Simón. I believe that's his most recent KO. But against Sean O'Malley, he looked damn good. You can make a very good argument that he won that fight. Rounds 1 and rounds 2 were razor close. In round 3, he was definitely getting minced up. But rounds 1 and rounds 2 were razor close. And before that, Song Yadong has always been in high-level, almost #1 contender fights. He really only loses to guys that are in the top 5, in the top 3, close to that level. He beats a lot of guys outside of that. Song Yadong's an extremely experienced guy in the UFC. I think that he's going to use his boxing to his advantage here. I could definitely see him catching Umar Numargomedov on the chin. But if you look at Umar, he's coming off of a win over, who's he coming off of a win over? Deiveson Figueiredo. Wasn't really the best performance from Umar Numargomedov. Didn't get crazy dropped or hurt by Deiveson Figueiredo, but kind of stunk it up. And overall, kind of stunk it up. And Umar has been consistently stinking it up recently. And I think that's why they're giving him another #1 contenders fight before a title shot. They've given him like 3 #1 contenders fights, and he's won them all, and he hasn't got a title shot again, which is absolutely fair. Screw Umar, right? But Umar Numargomedov, they're really giving him a tough test here in Song Yadong. I think he beat Deiveson Figueiredo by close decision. He beat Mario Bautista by a very close decision. But Bautista, I think, is very underrated. Mario Bautista is extremely skilled. He just beat Corey Sandhagen. But Bautista dropped Umar so bad with the knee up the middle in their fight. I could absolutely see that happening. Not a knee up the middle, but I could absolutely see Umar getting dropped like that. I think he definitely is going to get dropped at least like that again. He got sat down real bad by Mario Bautista. Almost got sat down by Figgy. Very good performance against Corey Sandhagen that Umar Numargomedov had, though. He did have an extremely good performance against Corey Sandhagen. And before that, he had no ranked wins. And he got a title shot off the Corey Sandhagen fight, which he did 55 Corey Sandhagen across 5 rounds, which is very impressive, right? But Umar Numargomedov, outside of his Corey Sandhagen win, I have not been super impressed with his career. He slowed down big time against Merab. People act like Merab dominated him. It was a 48-47 decision, but he slowed down real bad against Merab. He was kind of getting hurt on the feet against Merab too. Slowed down against Bautista, slowed down against Figgy, stunk it up in both those performances, and those are only 3-rounders. So I think in a 5-round fight with Song Yadong, Umar's going to have the pace put on him, especially in Song Yadong's home city, home state. So I could definitely see Song, when the pressure's on him the most, when his hometown really wants him to get it done, goes out there and slimes out Umar Numargomedov. I'm going to be picking Song Yadong by KO in this fight. Umar's chin's extremely suspect. He's coming off of some mediocre performances, and Song Yadong's coming off of a pretty good performance against Sean O'Malley, which, although we did lose the fight, got dominated in the 3rd round, got his takedowns off on Sean O'Malley, was hanging with him on the feet. It was pretty close early, and rounds 1 and rounds 2 are very, very close. So I could absolutely see Song Yadong stuffing the takedowns and chinning Umar Numargomedov. I'm going to be picking that baby. Please, Umar, get slimed out. It would absolutely make my year if that happens. So I'm going to be taking Song Yadong by KO, and I think that he gets a title shot off this fight. If Merab wins, basically, if Merab wins against Petr Yan, I think Song Yadong will get a title shot. If Petr Yan wins against Merab, I think Sean O'Malley will get a title shot. Either way, bantamweight's extremely interesting right now. I'm so excited for this fight. Real hyped up main event. Who do you guys think? If you guys agree with what I'm saying, comment down below. Like the video if you guys like the video. Subscribe to my channel. And who's with me?